Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more gripping true stories. That night carried a tension I couldn't immediately name. But the moment I walked into the room, it wrapped around me like a heavy fog. Soft, golden lights glimmered across the space. Music pulsed lightly in the background. Laughter floated from every corner. Yet something about it all felt wrong. She had invited me, yes, but someone else was there too. Someone from her past. Her ex. I spotted him instantly, leaning by the drink table, wearing that same confident smile that once made her eyes light up. My fiancée, stunning in her sleek dress, moved with effortless grace through the crowd, her laughter trailing behind her like perfume. But tonight, that laughter didn't belong only to me. It belonged to him too. I didn't move closer. I didn't react. I just watched. Every glance, every shared whisper between them fell into place like fragments of a picture I was never meant to complete. The air thickened. The walls felt tighter. But I held myself still. I already knew about her past, of course, but seeing it come alive before me was something else entirely. The way she brushed his arm, the easy laugh that came too quickly, it all said enough. I drew a slow breath, keeping my posture firm, my face calm, even as my mind churned quietly, analyzing, deciding. There would be no outburst, no shouting match, no scene to make. Not for me. I chose instead to let the evening flow around me, smooth and unshaken. I smiled when she came over, nodded at conversations I barely heard, pretended amusement where I felt none. All the while, I waited not for confrontation, but for certainty. By the time the night ended, I knew exactly what morning would bring. When dawn came, sunlight spilled gently through the curtains, a soft reminder that the unease of the night hadn't disappeared. I woke before her, moving through our apartment with quiet precision, each motion deliberate, controlled, the opposite of the chaos she would soon feel. There were no angry words, no bitter notes left behind, only quiet signs of intent, subtle gestures that carried far more weight than any argument could. As the apartment slept, I left traces of my presence with care, not to punish, not to wound, but to reclaim my sense of peace, to step out of the story I'd allowed others to write for me. She would wake to absence, crafted, intentional, a silence that spoke louder than rage ever could. I could almost see her confusion, the question stirring behind her eyes as realization settled in. I hadn't reacted the way she'd expected. There's an undeniable power in calm when provocation is expected. I'd always believed that what we do and what we withhold defines us more than what we say. My silence would tell her everything. By the time she stirred awake, the space around her would feel smaller, her choices sharper, the truth unavoidable. I didn't need to stay and witness it. The morning light would tell the story for me. And in that stillness, I found satisfaction, not from revenge, not from bitterness, but from the clarity of choosing dignity over destruction. When she finally appeared, hesitant and searching, the energy shifted. No fight, no chaos, just the undeniable presence of restraint. She froze for a moment, eyes scanning the emptiness I had left behind. I could almost see her realizing what it meant. I hadn't left anger behind. I'd left understanding. A boundary drawn quietly but firmly. Some truths don't need to be shouted to be learned. They echo loudest in the silence that follows. That morning, I had rewritten the script. My choices shaped the story. She was simply there to witness it unfold. Later, when her calls and messages came, I didn't rush to answer. I let the stillness linger, let awareness sink in. By stepping away, I gave her room to see herself, to feel the consequences she had once ignored. My day moved forward with calm steadiness. There's a certain power in handling pain without letting it rule you, in asserting your worth without losing your composure. Sometimes the loudest statement isn't made in anger. It's made in silence that refuses to break. She never saw it coming. She never thought I would be the quiet one. And finally I had peace.